Hello everyone, my name's Bottletophornet, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. I've been busy in between episodes organising some information about what is necessary or what materials I need to build the bases of these obelisks. No, not the bases, the top of them. To build these top sections and replace those bits of floating blackstone over there and all around the perimeter, as well as this middle one too. And I did come up with a design that I showed some people on stream, but I'm going to keep that secret until I actually build it in this world. But what I have done is gone and got a material list, which I'm going to pop up on screen right now. And that is the total amount of materials that I think I'm going to need to build all of these. So one of the main ones is 80 more diamond blocks, and I'm running a little low. Now, I did manage to grab a couple, but really only a couple of pieces of diamond in between episodes, so I might have to go down and do a little bit more diamond mining before I get started on this, because what I want to do is go and collect 8 from 4, not too bad. I want to go and collect all of the required materials. That is nice though, get that up to 60. I want to collect all those required materials, fill up some shulker boxes, completely full with it, and then that way I can just get to building and build them all in one go. So there are a few things like, might have to go gather a little bit more warped stem to make the warped trapdoors, and a couple of little bits and pieces like that. I need 200 end rods, so I may even need to go and either go out to the end and collect some from some nearby end cities, or get myself some chorus fruit and make myself a little farm to do that. So I do have a bit of work required before I can get started on those, but I just wanted to show you guys the list, and I'm pretty much just going to gather that off camera. Luckily, I still have a decent amount of cobbled deep slate left over from stuff that I was building earlier, and I think it should be enough all up. Just a few bits and pieces we might have to run through the smelter. So I do want to get some polished quartz stairs, and yeah, I've only smooth quartz, I should say. So I need, how much of that? 480. 480. So I'm going to have to go buy a bunch of that from my villages and collect all of that up, and I might run it through my super smelter. Even though we haven't quite got that set up yet, I might do that in the next episode and get the whole thing really working properly, but it'll work perfectly for now. We can just go around and collect the pieces that we need. So with that, I'm going to set up and gather all the materials that I need, and I'll pop back in and say hello once I've got them all ready, and we'll see if we can get to building. In this episode, I do hope to get all 8 of the external obelisks done, as well as come up with a design and get done the center one as well with the observation deck. So, wish me luck. Okay, let me go gather some materials, probably do a little bit more diamond mining, and I'll see you guys in a second. And I'm not kidding when I say several hours later. This has been a while between cuts. I realized that, or more to the point, I didn't realize, hey sheep, indeed, I didn't realize how much work was going to be required to gather all the materials. I needed to get some diamond for starters, and rather than going through the monotonous stuff of of strip mining underneath my base, I decided to come out to this new area and do a little bit of caving and get some of these deep slate versions of the ores, because I want them for decorating and some different projects down the line. So I've got all of that, but I figured we'd pop back in and fortune this on camera, because it's always incredibly satisfying to do. So if I remember correctly, I think I had 112 pieces, and I need 180 diamonds to get the amount of diamond blocks that are required. So cross your fingers, and we may as well heal up some tools while we do it. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's pick up all of these, and hopefully we have more than 3 stacks. Oh, yes. Wonderful. Oh, we got really lucky, actually. What's that? 192, 244? Nice. Good. Okay, I'm happy. I'm happy that we got what we needed. Now, there's a few more things that we need, so let's head back to the base and I'll show you what I've got so far. We're getting a little bit of a mess in here, but with this, I should be able to, for starters... Ah, amazing. Very good. So, we have the 80 required, if I just do that. So that's what we need for making the actual obelisks themselves. And as you can see, I've been gathering the other bits and pieces that I need, such as the sea lanterns, the end rods, glass. I have all of the trapdoors, which required a ridiculous amount of the warped stems or warped wood. Warped stem. I knew it was stem. Why'd I doubt myself? I've got all of the blocks that I need, all of the stairs and slabs that I need, bunch of brick walls and the deep slate walls in general. And I should grab that as well and actually put together the ores that I have set up. So let's grab all of these and we'll put the deep slate stuff in the chest together and remove all of the normal pieces from inside there. Something like that. Nice. So we've got a decent supply of a bunch of deep slate stuff, which is cool. I really like the look of the new ores. And what I will do is just put away some of these other ones until we find a use for them or we organize them with the stuff that we got from mining down below. So stuff like this can go away. The redstone as well. Ooh, we can take that. Deep slate variety. The copper I don't really have a place for yet. We're just going to put it in the bottom of here for now, and eventually we should make a little spot for it. And one of these, here we go. All that in there. Organization. Cool. Now the last thing that is really slowing me down and the thing that I need the most of is the sea lanterns. I've used up all of the resources that I had from my last AFK session, or at least the crystals that I need. So I'm going to have to go AFK at my Guardian farm for a little while. Probably need some rockets to get back over there. But I'm going to go sit there for a little bit and relax. Maybe take a bit of a break. And hopefully we can get enough to have what we need. I think I need about 7 stacks. So I already have 5. I need just under 2 more stacks. Shouldn't take too long, I hope. So once I have that, we're going to get into building the obelisks around the whole perimeter. And it's going to look so good. I'm so excited. All right. I will see you guys in like a couple of hours. Yeah. All right. So I haven't quite got the full amount of sea lanterns that I needed, but I'm pretty sure I have enough, or easily enough, to do all of the ones around the perimeter. And I'll just have to collect a little bit more when I come to designing up whatever this center obelisk looks like. So, yeah, I think I have enough. Goodness, I'm ready to go. I'm just going to get rid of these last few pieces of tuff, which will go down in here. And I also grabbed a bunch of calcite when I was exploring around as well. May as well put that away too. Deep slate out of my hands. I also found this Power 5 book, so we may as well chuck that away because Power 5 is really nice to have. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do these towers. I keep calling them towers, even though obelisks is actually the better description. But just like I did over here with all of that detail on the bottom and the veins of deep slate, I haven't done that on any of the other ones. So on each one, I'm going to do the obelisk, go down and connect it to the landscape and move on to the next, going around all the perimeters until we have those 8 obelisks done and dusted. So with a bit of luck, we should be able to get all of this done in one time lapse. I feel like once I get into the swing of things and get on a roll, it shouldn't take me too long to do because it is a very repetitive pattern and I just have to actually put it all down. So I'm going to collect up those shulker boxes and we're going to get into a time lapse. I hope you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you on the other side, and this place is going to look a lot more impressive when I do. Enjoy! and the sun rises on a slightly different looking archipelago. I have spent a lot of time making these, but guys, look at it. Now, you would have seen it at the end of that time lapse there, looking really, really good in the nighttime. And that's where it really does shine. Oh, there we go. I was wondering why those weren't there. Now, this is not quite complete. There's still some stuff that I want to do as far as like decorating in here. And I have this roof section that I want to make a little bit fancier. Almost make like a crystal or something down here, I think, that contains the rest of the beacon, maybe? I'm not exactly sure. There's still a few things that I do want to adjust. But have a look at this. All of these obelisks hovering above the world, above all the mountains and whatnot. And then if we pop down here at the ground level, you can just see them poking up around the space. And with this one in the middle. Oh, I love how this looks. I really do. I really think it turned out amazing. I think that these look really unique compared to the rest of the landscape around here. And I'm excited to add more stuff like this with the blackstone and spruce and make almost a settlement within inside this whole archipelago, this whole circle here. But I'm still not 100% set on this central bit. From some angles, it looks a little bit odd. From other angles, it looks just fine. But I mean, I can come up with different ideas, or if you guys have any ideas on how to improve this, I think that little bit in the center that's a bit thin, I don't know, it's hard to make it sort of match these. These ones over here I actually designed in a creative world, but I did this entire central one completely freehand. So I definitely could redo the bottom layer here and make it a little bit more thick going down this way. So it's more like these ones where it's a uniform angle going down, or close to a uniform angle going down. So yeah, make it a little bit thicker there. I'd love to hear what you guys think about that. And also just what you think of this in general. Do you like it? Do you think it works well? Obviously there are times where we're far enough away that the beacons don't render in, but as we get a little bit closer, they will pop in like that. And it does look pretty cool. Yeah, there we go. And this is now our observation deck. I fly around here. There's going to be some little bits and pieces in here, some goodies, and a little bit of fun stuff. I think I might make some balconies just out here so that we can come over to the edge and look out. And then, yeah, this place will be a little bit more complete. Oh, it has been one hell of an effort. It's taken me days. It might not seem like it, but it has taken days to collect all the materials, days to collect all of the deep slate that I needed for doing bits like that, and that bit over there. And just the building themselves, like each one of these, I got faster as I went, but at the start it was nearly an hour per one. I think the last one, which I did over there, maybe took me about half an hour, but still took a long time to make them. And then this one took hours and hours of trial and error, working through it all. But I really like it. I have this set up in the middle here. Each one of these is pointing to an obelisk on the diagonals and on the cardinal directions as well. So we sort of have a little bit of a thing up on the top as well that does that too. Again, still a little bit iffy about it. I will probably fiddle with some bits and pieces over time. Maybe we could put a couple pieces there and hide the diamond a little bit, or even get rid of that diamond completely. We'll see. I'll trial out a few things, and I think the tops of these maybe need to be covered up some way. So rather than having this bit here, maybe we bring that down on an angle, like a roof. I don't know. Still a bit of work, still a bit of building to do on them, but in general, I think I'm pretty happy with the position we're in right now. Yeah, it definitely looks a little bit skinny on the bottom there, so I might try and sort of bridge that outside edge that I'm looking at with my cursor right now down to there, make it a little bit thicker. That might be a good idea. But for now, I'm happy with it. So what I do want to do is actually have a chat with you guys about what comes next. Now, this is really starting to tie itself together. There's a lot of A lot of stuff has finalized now. All the mountains are pretty much finalized. We've got obelisks. We've got this central one with the observation deck. And I'm starting to feel the pressure of the upcoming end of the year. Even though it's months away, we are eventually going to transfer over to the new 1.18 update, where all of the terrain, the caves, the build height and everything like that is completely changed. And I do want to start a new Let's Play when I reach that point. So we're going to see what we can get done in this area and this world up to that point. And so what I think I want to do is something that I mentioned just a second ago, is make a settlement in here. And I'm starting to think that a lot of these areas need houses and walkways and things like these here. I want to expand spruce walkways, or what would you call them? They're not docks, but something like these walkways going through the islands, leading to like a farm over here and having some houses dotted off the cliff. And I'd like to have a dock area over here expanded with some housing and some fishing houses, and I don't know, just tie it all together a little bit. Plus, as I've mentioned before in this series, I do want to get a bunch of the coral reef and completely fill these central canals with it and really light that up so that at nighttime, this place is going to look absolutely incredible. I think one thing that I would like to do, and I'd like to hear from you guys as well, is maybe convert a lot of these grassy areas, or at least parts of it. See if I can do a job of putting in moss throughout it so that we can have the moss carpets set up to hide lighting. And that way I can avoid having all of these torches spammed over here, because I think in the nighttime it really looks amazing to have the whole island area lit up, but doing so with torches just isn't ideal. So do I actually have any of that carpet? Let's check, because I want to see whether or not it blends in with the grass that we have in this biome, or where would it be? Here? No, we do have drip leaf. Ooh, completely forgot to tell you guys this, but throughout the process of the last few episodes... Oh, it's not there. Where is it? Over here? Yes, I got some glowberries. Oh, I've been looking for those for so long, so we can add glowberries to our supplies, and I also have some of the drip leaf, so we can do a lot of work with that as well. So excited to get those two things. So there is that, but I do need some moss. So maybe we'll head on over to the new 1.17 area, grab ourselves some rockets to start with, grab ourselves some moss, and then, yeah, see what it looks like over here in the grassy areas, and whether it blends in well, or whether I need to convert it all to moss to make it look decent. And this part of the episode, while I'm telling you about what I want to do, I also do want to hear your opinion. Would you guys like me to do, say, a handful of episodes really sprucing up the nether a little bit, trying to make some walkways down to my stronghold, or down to my, what do you call it, Guardian farm that's down that way, setting up pathways and buildings and stuff going towards my, ooh, that's a lot of those spawning there. I don't need them though. Going towards the blaze spawner here, and trying to really connect all of that up. I'd love to know whether you guys want to see more of that, since I've been spending a lot of time on the archipelago. Because I do feel like there are some things that are just probably never going to get finished. Not necessarily projects that I've started, but I'm not going to start anything else massive at this stage. And more now, it's going to be, I've done all of the hard work, all of the big building, and now it's just a matter of detailing it and getting it all tied together and really looking nice as a finished product. I'd love to eventually give you guys, or more to the, there we go, that's what I'm after. I'd love to give you guys a world download of this place to play with yourself once I've finished the series and start a new one. And so I want to get it to a point where I'm super, super happy with it and willing to give it out to the world to play around with and pick apart almost, I suppose you'd say. Because I've been working on this thing for over a year now, and yeah, I'm excited for you guys to truly be able to play around with it and experience the whole thing. So yeah, let me know. Leave a comment and chat with me about what you want to see in this series before it finishes. Oh, gee, that's fast. But with that being said, let's go over, test out a little bit of the mossification and see whether or not it does blend with that grass nicely. And from there, we can decide what we want to do in that regard. Probably need to sleep first, though. Actually, no, I won't sleep. I'll leave it nighttime so that we can see what it looks like as it gets dark. So let's just come over here and check how this looks. It's kind of a little obvious, huh? Interesting. Then there's the option of blending in and trying to do a decent job of, you know, making detailed grasslands. Now we could just have stuff like this dotted throughout, and then that would make it so that, you know, with a bit of that, and then these sitting there, we could have the hidden lighting underneath there, regularly spread around, and hopefully make it look nice. If I do bring over some more grass and whatnot and hide some of it within some grass even, could help. But again, so many questions towards the end of this episode, but I would love to hear your opinion on that and what you're excited to see, all that jazz. So have a look at this. Let's fly out a little bit. Look at how these things look in the nighttime. This is where they really come into their own, because the white and the light and the blue all really stands out beautifully against the backdrop of the world. And actually, I'm even going to pop it over like this and put it into cinematic mode, because have a look at how, oh, it's a bit, it's not the smoothest of frame rates, but have a look at it. That image right there is just, it's such an amazing screenshot. In fact, I'm going to line that up a little bit and take a screenshot, because I might put that as my desktop background. I honestly love this so much. Oh, look at it. Just look at it. Amazing. Very good. Well, with all those questions asked and a lot of this work done, I think I'm going to make this episode a slightly shorter one. I've done a lot of work, but most of it's shown off in the time-lapse itself, and I do want to hear from you guys and also give myself a little bit of a break, because I've been working really, really hard on this and the Twitch streams. We actually just did a 12-hour Twitch stream for 1,000 followers on Twitch the other day, which was incredible, and thank you everyone for the support so far, both over there and on YouTube over this last year or so. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you guys are enjoying the series. I hope you guys are looking forward to more in the future. I think we're just getting started. So with that, I'd like to thank my Patreon supporters, especially my level 3 supporters, Tom, Master Shifu, and Nesrin, or Ness. I don't know why I keep calling you Nesrin. Thank you guys for the constant support and the help as far as running our SMP and all of that jazz. I really appreciate it. And everybody else who's been watching the YouTube series, I love you guys. I really do. Thank you for the constant support and the comments. It really does mean a lot. I hope you guys take care of yourself until the next episode, and I'll see you then. Oh yeah, this is so cool. All right. Bye-bye. Ow. Bye.